Okey. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera. Salam lakaku maju jaya. Rakyat bahagia menggamit dunia. Bijak laksana tuah. Berani laksana jebat. Salam Jabatan Pendidikan Negeri Melaka. Pendidikan berkualiti. Insan terdidik. Negara sejahtera. #JPN Melaka Jenama Kerajaan nombor 1. Yang dihormati Cikgu Pang Yijia, guru dari Kolej Tingkatan 6 Tun Fatimah Melaka selaku penceramah kita pada sesi perkongsian petang ini. Okey, di samping itu saya ucapkan terima kasih juga kepada Encik Malik Abdullah bin Adnan dan juga Encik Kamarul Hafiz bin Abdul Rashid. Mereka merupakan penolong pegawai pendidikan daerah daripada Unit Sumber dan Teknologi Pendidikan Pejabat Pendidikan Daerah Alor Gajah. Okey, para guru-guru pembimbing untuk pertandingan Minecraft Education Edition pada tahun ini dan juga mungkin pelajar-pelajar yang ada bersama petang ini, saya ucapkan ribuan terima kasih di atas apa orang kata pemberian masa untuk kita sama-sama mendengarkan beberapa ilmu yang boleh dimanfaatkan dalam pertandingan ini nanti. Okey. Alhamdulillah dengan izin Allah dapatlah kita secara maya pada petang ini menghadiri perkongsian dan bimbingan bagi pertandingan ini. Okey, ucapan ribuan terima kasih kepada Cikgu Pang di atas kesudian beliau berkongsi ilmu. Okey, cikgu-cikgu dan para pelajar sekalian, saya berkongsi sedikit latar belakang Cikgu Pang. Okey, Cikgu Pang berasal daripada Melaka, telah mengajar lebih kurang dalam 20 tahun, banyak apa orang kata experience-nya, okey. Dan beliau merupakan ketua bidang sains dan matematik. Okey, pencapaian berkaitan dengan Minecraft ataupun dalam Microsoft ni lah okey. Merupakan Cikgu Pang ni merupakan penyelaras program Heritage Immortalized Minecraft Championship bagi tahun 2021, 2022 dan juga 2023. Betul kan Cikgu Pang kan? Okey. Okey, selain tu Cikgu Pang juga merupakan cikgu juara digital bagi tahun 2022. Okey. Dan pencapaian tertingginya dalam Minecraft merupakan beliau merupakan seorang Microsoft Innovative Educator Expert dan juga Microsoft Minecraft e-sport leader. Tu. Tanya saya ucapkan kat Cikgu Pang, pencapaiannya memang sangat kita banggakan. Okey. Okey, tanpa saya rasa macam kita tak nak makan masa yang lama. Okey, saya tanpa melengahkan masa, saya menjemput Cikgu Pang untuk menyampaikan sedikit perkongsian pada petang ini yang boleh dimanfaatkan oleh guru-guru pembimbing dan juga pelajar-pelajar semua. Okey, dengan itu dipersilakan Cikgu Pang.
Okey, terima kasih kepada Puan Faizah, pengerusi majlis. Okey, terima kasih kepada semua guru dan pelajar kerana sudi meluangkan masa untuk mengikuti sesi pada petang ini. Okey, pengalaman saya di Minecraft masih kurang, hanya 3 tahun. Okey, asalnya pada tahun 2021, itu ialah pada masa COVID. So, banyak pertandingan dan aktiviti secara bersemuka tidak dapat dijalankan. That's why pada tahun itu saya cadangkan buatkan program Minecraft kerana saya dapati pelajar sangat minat dalam permainan. So apa kata kita mengajar konsep sains, teknologi dan lain-lain lagi melalui Minecraft. That's why melalui pertandingan dan bengkel-bengkel, semua pelajar telah dilatih dan dapat menghasilkan banyak projek melalui Minecraft. Oleh itu, sehingga tahun ini Okay, itu tahun ketiga kita masih mengorganisasikan pertandingan. So pada hari ini saya ingin berkongsi sedikit pengalaman saya atau cadangan saya untuk menghasilkan projek yang menepati tema. Okay, so izinkan saya share skrin saya. Okay, so inilah pertandingan yang dianjurkan oleh BSTP, okay, dan Microsoft Malaysia. Okay, kalau berdasarkan di sini, okay, tema pada tahun ni ialah membina pusat membeli belah lestari futuristik, okay, iaitu shopping mall, okay, yang mengandungi unsur-unsur futuristik. Okay, so pada petang ini saya ingin mengkongsikan, okay, bagaimana murid-murid boleh menggunakan unsur-unsur Sustainable Development Goals dalam Minecraft Education Challenge, okay, peringkat kebangsaan. Okay, untuk tahun ni 10 SDG dipilih, okay, supaya pelajar dapat mengenali 10 SDG, okay, out of 17. Okay, jumlahnya ada 17 SDG. Okay, untuk pertandingan ini, okay, hanya 10 saja pelajar boleh pilih dari 10 SDG ini. Okay, so saya terangkan secara ringkasnya. Okay, untuk SDG 1, no poverty. Okay, untuk menamatkan kemiskinan dalam semua bentuk di mana-mana. Okay, bagaimana kita menamatkan kemiskinan, okay, dalam Minecraft. Bagaimana Minecraft boleh menghasilkan makanan, okay, atau bagaimana kita membuatkan peluang pekerjaan di dunia Minecraft. Okay, untuk zero hunger, menamatkan kelaparan, mencapai jaminan makanan dan nutrisi yang lebih baik serta menggalakkan pertanian mampan. Okay, so kalau kita biasa dengan Minecraft, kita tahu kita boleh buat tanaman, okay, atau kita boleh spawn haiwan dalam Minecraft. So inilah fungsi Minecraft untuk menamatkan kelaparan, okay, zero hunger. Okay, nanti saya akan bagi contoh-contoh bagaimana untuk buat tanaman dalam Minecraft. Okay, untuk SDG ketiga itu good health and well-being, iaitu memastikan kehidupan sihat dan menggalakkan kesejahteraan kepada semua dalam semua lapisan umur. So tahun ini pelajar-pelajar perlu membina pusat membeli belah. So kalau di pusat membeli belah boleh bina macam recreation center, okay, taman permainan untuk kanak-kanak, okay, itu untuk mempromosikan kesihatan, okay, good health, okay, dan juga membina klinik atau hospital di dalam pusat membeli belah supaya kalau ada apa-apa kecemerlangan berlaku, okay, so customer dapat dirawati dengan cepat. Okay, itulah good health and well-being. Okay, untuk SDG number 4, quality education. So menjamin pendidikan menyeluruh dan equity serta menggalakkan peluang pembelajaran sepanjang hayat kepada semua. So dalam shopping mall boleh bina learning center, okay, science center, okay, atau corner baca buku, okay, untuk meningkatkan quality education. Okay, so untuk SDG ke-6, clean water and sanitation, memastikan kecapaian dan pengurusan mampan air dan sanitasi kepada semua. So dalam Minecraft kita boleh buat waste management system, okay, untuk menggalakkan clean water, okay, air yang bersih. Okay, atau dalam tandas, okay, bagaimana kita menjaga kebersihan tandas dalam shopping mall. Okay, SDG ke-7, affordable and clean energy, okay, untuk menjamin capaian kepada tenaga berpatutan, dipercayai, mampan dan moden kepada semua. Okay, so kalau kita lihat affordable and clean energy, kita akan fikir tentang solar energy. Okay, so bagaimana kita boleh bina solar panel dalam Minecraft. Okay, selain daripada solar energy, kita juga boleh membina wind turbine, okay, tenaga dari angin, okay, untuk menjaga menjaga bumi kita selalu akan bersih tanpa karbon. Okey, untuk SDG 12, Responsible Consumption and Production, okey, memastikan corak penggunaan dan pengeluaran mampan. Okey, so ini dapat dijamin melalui produk-produk yang dijual di pusat membeli belah. Okey, Climate Action, mengambil tindakan segera untuk menangani perubahan iklim serta kesannya dengan mengawal pengeluaran gas rumah hijau dan menggalakkan pembangunan tenaga boleh diperbarui. Okey, so untuk Climate Action ini, dia sangat berkait rapat dengan SDG 7 iaitu Affordable and Clean Energy. Okay, dengan menggunakan clean energy, okay, kita dapat mengurangkan kesan rumah hijau. Okay, so untuk SDG 14 dan 15 itu berkaitan dengan haiwan, okay, binatang. Life below water and life on land. Okay, so maksudnya dalam pusat membeli belah, kita boleh membina akuarium, okay, untuk tontonan customer, okay, atau live on land, kita boleh membina macam mini zoo, okay, ini semualah yang menarik, okay, elemen yang menarik dalam shopping mall. Okay, so untuk life below water, memelihara dan menggunakan lautan, laut dan sumber marine dengan mampan demi pembangunan mampan. Dan untuk SDG ke-15, memelihara dan menggalakkan penggunaan mampan ekosistem darat, menguruskan hutan secara mampan, okay, mengekang penebangan hutan, menghentikan dan mengundurkan degradasi tanah dan menghentikan kehilangan biokeberagaman. Okay, maksudnya di sekitar pusat membeli belah, okay, boleh tanamkan pokok-pokok, okay, untuk menjaga the life on land. Okay, seterusnya saya ingin sharekan slide saya yang seterusnya. Okay, so untuk pelajar menyertai Minecraft Education Challenge 2023, okay, so tahun ini kita fokus kepada 10 SDG. Okay, so inilah 10 SDG yang tadi saya terangkan secara ringkas. Okay, so murid-murid disyorkan menggunakan SDG ini untuk membina pusat membeli belah. Okay, untuk yang pertama, okay, ini cadangan saya. Okay, so dalam pusat membeli belah boleh buat sistem collect unwanted or recycle item in the mall and donate to the local charity. Okay, so dalam Minecraft Education, kita boleh gunakan agent. Okay, agent, kita boleh pesan agent untuk buat kerja. Okay, nanti kita akan tengok contoh bagaimana kita buat coding pada agent. Okay, contoh yang kedua yang mendapati pada SDG 1 ialah design a recipe using affordable but nutritious ingredient and share this with your community. Okay, contohnya dalam pusat membeli belah ada kantin atau cafe. Okay, so menu yang sehat, okay, design recipe using affordable and nutrition. Okay, maksudnya nutrisi dia melengkapi, okay, juga dapat mencapai SDG ini. Okay, no poverty. And 3, contact a local homeless shelter and ask them what you can do to assist or promote their work in the mall. Okay, so untuk mengurangkan kemiskinan, so kita juga boleh memberi banyak peluang pekerjaan, okay, kepada homeless shelter, maksudnya yang tiada pekerjaan atau mereka hilang rumah dia supaya mereka dapat menjana pendapatan. Okay, so ini adalah fungsi utama, okay, yang dapat mencapai SDG 1. Okay, sekarang saya playkan satu video, okay, yang menunjukkan bisnes yang diberi peluang kepada semua orang untuk mendapatkan pekerjaan di shopping mall. Okay, actually semua video ini saya pelajar saya yang buat, okay, dan untuk link yang lain daripada video, okay, saya pun sudah tapiskan dan nanti kita akan tengok bersama-sama. Okay, so sekarang saya sharekan video tentang bagaimana untuk mencapai SDG 1.
The 5 main points of this presentation is food, waste, energy, ecology, and economy. The first building me and my teammates built is an automatic bamboo farm and add-on with an automatic smelting system. As you can see, the bamboo here will grow by itself, and when it reaches at a certain height, it will be detected by an observer. After that, the mechanism below will be triggered and harvest the bamboo.
Okay, so untuk video ni actually sudah ada gabungan beberapa SDG. Okay, saya habiskan video ni dulu baru saya terangkan apa SDG yang terkandung dalam video ini.
The harvest bamboo will then be collected below and transferred into the automatically smelting system. In the smelting system, we can see that there are 2 chests, one for ores and one for food. When we put food inside the chest, it will be then transferred into a minecart with a hopper inside. The minecart will then go and then transfer the item into the smoker or blast furnace below. The food will then be smelted using the bamboo collected and then will be transferred into another chest below. From this building, we can conclude that there is sustainable food production system and a sustainable energy. The next building is an automatic sugarcane farm and all types of crop farm. For the sugarcane farm, the concept is similar to the bamboo farm. The sugarcane will grow by itself and then will be detected by the observer above. After that, the observer will trigger the redstone contraction behind and then will trigger the piston to harvest the sugarcane. The harvested sugarcane will then be transferred below with hoppers and then transferred into the barrel to its collection system. Next is the all types of crop farm. All of these crops farm use the same concept. The villager inside the farm will harvest the crop, and then the crop will be then transferred into the middle of into the collection area. After that, the villager will then replant the seed and it will grow automatically. For the contraction above this farm, it will be explained later. For the next building, it is a trading center, which all of the people around the city can come and do some trading for some food or other supplies. As we enter the building, we can see that there are a lot of sellers selling their items. Daily supplies such as food, fish, clothing, or tools can be found in here. From this, we can summarize that there is decent work and economic growth in this world. For our next building, it is an automatic sorting system, which sorts waste from the city. As we go in the building, we can see there is a redstone construction inside. On the left-hand side, we can see a water elevator system that transfer waste from all parts of the city to here. The waste from the city will be transferred here and rise up from the water elevator system into the hopper to be sorted. The items will be then sorted into 5 different things. The bone and food waste will be processed into bone meal. Copper scraps will be refined to become copper ingots, and iron scraps will be refined to become iron ingots. Lastly, papers will be recycled and in the process become new books. And for the bone meal part, as I mentioned before, the bone meal will be then transferred to the farm after finishing process and then will fertilize the crops. From this building, we can see that it is a great way to manage waste in a city. Last but not least, for our final building, it is an aquarium. The aquarium that represents ecology is to preserve natural habitat and for aquaculture and fisheries that conserve natural habitat. Before ending this presentation, I appreciate your time. Thank you. about the 5 main points of.
Okay, so tadi video tu telah meliputi beberapa SDG. Okay, so nanti saya akan terangkan secara lebih terperinci. Okay, let me share my slide again. Okay, so tadi selepas SDG 1, okay, yang SDG kedua yang difokuskan ialah zero hunger. Okay, so seperti tadi dalam video, build an automatic farming system using agent in the mall to provide food to the workers, okay, or donate to the local charity. Okay, so mungkin pelajar-pelajar akan tanya, tema ialah buat shopping mall, kenapa akan buat satu farming system? Okay, sebab kalau shopping mall, okay, hanya bangunan saja, tak ada interaktif, okay, so atau tak ada apa-apa coding. That's why kita perlu menggunakan agent. Okay, nanti saya akan tunjukkan video tentang bagaimana codingkan agent. Okay, dan gunakan automatic farming. Okay, maksudnya semua automation ini akan menyahut SDG, okay, iaitu sustainable. Okay, so untuk zero hunger ini, okay, automatic farming system dalam shopping mall merupakan satu idea yang bagus sebab farming system ini bukan sahaja dapat memberi makanan kepada society, actually dia boleh sustain untuk pekerja dia sendiri. Okay, shopping mall yang dapat memberi makanan yang percuma kepada pekerjanya, okay, merupakan satu inisiatif yang sangat baik, okay, untuk kebaikan semua. Okay, so di sini saya sharekan YouTube, okay, yang dapat menunjukkan kegunaan agent dalam farming system.
Okay, everybody, welcome back to Learn. To learn with Minecraft education. Today we're going to be doing some coding with the agent, specifically some farming. So grab a hoe and off we go. Okay everyone, so here we are in Minecraft education and we've loaded up a world, a big flat empty world here, and we've got our agent and we've loaded up our code. So let's jump straight in and see what our agent does. So let's press T and farm.
Okay, kalau pelajar-pelajar sekarang ada masuk Minecraft, okay, boleh hands-on bersama, okay, sebab video ini merupakan satu hands-on activity, okay, untuk menggerakkan agent dalam farming, automatic farming.
And watch our agent head off and let's have a little chat about what we're seeing here. So our agent is tilling the soil in front of it. It is then putting into that soil some seeds. It is then putting in some bone meal. It's then moving forward and doing the same thing again. Our challenge today is to build a 9 by 9 square of crops that are going to grow. In the center of that square, we should have 1 square of water. There it is. And it should be fenced off from mobs and stuff like that from getting at the crops. And there we go. So I've got a few errors in the top left, but everything's there. That's just the corners where the lines of code are overlapping slightly. So let's have a look at our code and see how we managed to put this together and how we might want to use this in the classroom. So,
okay, fungsi ini hanya dalam Minecraft Education Edition. Okay, kalau kita nak gunakan coding, okay, tekan C, okay, akan masuk ke
first of all, we've always got on import. If we mess things up, we want to try it on a different part of the map while we're working out.
Saya ada satu soalan. Adakah pelajar semua ada account untuk Minecraft Education Edition? Okay, ada masalah untuk login? Sebab kalau kita nak hands-on, saya ingin pelajar masuk dalam Minecraft Education Edition. Okay, bolehkah saya sharekan satu username dan password dulu? Okay, untuk pelajar yang ingin hands-on bersama, boleh login ke dalam Minecraft Education Edition. Okay, memang account ini diberi oleh BSTP, KPM. Okay, so saya sekarang sharekan username and password dulu. Okay, supaya dalam sesi ini ada hands-on dan interaktif. Okay, so saya stopkan video ni dulu. Okay. Okay, pelajar-pelajar boleh nampak tak? Okay, ID ni saya mohon daripada BSTP. Kalau sekolah-sekolah yang telah mohon boleh gunakan ID dan password yang sama. Okay, kalau rujuk di sini, okay, akaun yang saya mohon untuk pelajar saya ialah 534 mycraft.alias.moi.gov.my. Okay, dan inilah kata laluan untuk semua akaun. Okay, so akaun ini boleh share kepada semua. Okay, so sekolah boleh pakai akaun yang sama. Okay, tidak perlu ambil nombor yang lain. Okay, saya bagi 30 saat untuk pelajar catatkan ID dan kata laluan ni. Okay, saya anggap semua pelajar sudah ada download Minecraft Education Edition. Okay, sebab untuk sesi ini kita bukan bengkel untuk belajar bagaimana menggunakan Minecraft, tetapi kita nak belajar bagaimana membina pusat membeli belah yang mencapai matlamat SDG. Okay. Okay, so saya teruskan video yang menunjukkan coding agent.
Our code, but straight off, let's have a look at the code here. So on chat command farm, repeat 9 times. Agent set active slot to 1. Agent till forward, agent place forward. Agent set active slot to 2. Agent place forward, agent move forward.
Okay, kalau lihat dari sini, okay, on chat command farm. Okay, inilah perkataan yang kita sendiri fixkan. Tidak semestinya gunakan command farm ini. Okay, boleh gunakan command apa-apa yang ditentukan oleh pelajar sendiri. Okay, contohnya boleh guna command move, okay, command plan. Okay, so lepas confirm command ni, okay, so agent tu akan melakukan beberapa step ini.
So if we zip over to our agent, there he is. We've got beetroot seeds in the first slot, bone meal in the second slot, water bucket in the third, spruce fence in the fourth. So again, if we head over to our code, we've set the active slot to 1. We've done that every time. We don't need to. And set it to 2. So active slot 1 is the seeds. Active slot 2 is the bone meal. So we're tilling in front of us. We're placing down the seeds. We are then placing straight down ahead again the bone meal, then we're moving forward, and we are repeating that 9 times because it's a 9 by 9 square. Turn to the right.
Okay, kalau lihat dari sini, okay, dia repeat sebanyak 9 kali sebab ruang dia ialah 9 blocks. So kalau ikut size kawasan yang dibina, boleh ubah nombor itu. Okay, yang repeat berapa kali boleh ubah mengikut kelebaran farm yang dibina.
Right. Now this little repeat 1 time is a really useful way. So let's say you wanted to duplicate this and just drag it in and have it in there once. So you right click on it, you duplicate, but you only get this top one. You only get the agent set active slot. You don't get all the ones underneath it. So you can copy something that's in a duplicate. It's in a repeat bracket. So if I want one of these, and you just change the amount. So if you want to run that line of code once, you just do it like that. It means you can duplicate long chains of code in big slots, and it really saves a lot of time. Okay, so we're turning to the right, doing that, turning to the left, doing it 8, turning to the right, doing it 8, turning to the left, doing it 8, and so on. We're kind of zigzagging around and placing down our seeds and bone meal. Once we're in the top corner, we move left by 4, back by 4. Now that puts us into the middle of the field. Then we destroy down, set active slot to 3, which is where our water bucket was.
Okay, tadi ada satu elemen yang digunakannya lah water bucket. Okay, itu adalah untuk mengairi plant yang kita telah tanam. Okay, placing water for irrigation.
Agent placed down, agent moved back by 5. That takes us behind the field now that we've just tilled. So we're looking across the field. Agent move to the left by 6. So then the agent should be in the kind of bottom left corner of your field and have a square between it and the field. And now we're going to place our fence. Now, you may try this by placing the fence down. It doesn't work. You can't place the fence down. Agent won't do it. So we're placing the fence to the right, which is why we've moved to the left 6 to give us space to place that down. We're going to give our agent 64 bits of fence, set the active slot to 4, and off we go. Repeat 11 times. Agent place right, agent move forward once. We turn right, move forward once. So we're going around the perimeter now of our farm, our field. And then when we do that 4 times, each one is 11 sides long. How can we use this with our students? Now, a really interesting way to do an activity like this is actually not to just say, can you design me a 9x9 field with the water lines of code. So if I go into my code, it's quite long. There are certainly ways to start off.
Okay, so semua link video yang saya sharekan, saya nanti akan kongsikan bersama. Okay, so kalau dari sini, kita boleh binakan farming system ini, okay, di dalam bangunan pusat beli belah atau di sebelah, okay. So memang ini satu creativity, okay, untuk futuristic, okay, shopping mall. Okay, so seterusnya saya continue dengan SDG yang seterusnya. Okay. Sekejap Okay, so untuk SDG kedua, okay, yang food production, tadi video yang saya sharekan pun ada terangkan bagaimana automatic farm ini dia dapat transfer makanan yang telah dihasilkan, okay, ke sekitar city, okay, itu menggunakan transportation system secara automatic. Okay, seterusnya kita tengok SDGs yang ketiga, okay, good health and well-being. Okay, so maksudnya kalau kita nak kesihatan dan kehidupan yang sempurna, kita perlu sentiasa jaga makanan yang sihat, okay, ada kemudahan pusat kesihatan, contohnya klinik, okay, atau medicine production, okay, menghasilkan ubat-ubatan yang berkualiti. Okay, semua feature ini dapat dihasilkan dalam Minecraft. Okay, di Minecraft dia ada chemistry lab. So kita boleh campurkan beberapa elemen, okay, untuk hasilkan sesuatu benda yang baru. Okay, so nanti kita akan tengok bagaimana untuk hasilkan ubat-ubatan, okay, atau di sini saya ingin kongsikan recreation park, okay, sebab ini lebih macam seronok untuk pelajar-pelajar. Okay, so untuk recreation park memang dapat menggelarkan good health and well-being sebab satu keluarga dapat menjalinkan hubungan yang baik, okay, di shopping mall. Okay, so sekarang saya sharekan link ni.
What's up, agents? Zir here. Welcome back to lab. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make medicine inside of Minecraft.
Okay, ini adalah untuk membuat ubatan. Okay, ini kemudian.
Hello, my name is Hector. Welcome to another.
Okay, sekarang saya nak kongsikan bagaimana buat playground, okay, untuk good health. Okay, let me share here.
To build. Let's go over them one by one. Swing set. Nice and simple. You can see I just made triangles out of fences, and if I pause there for a second, you should be able to kind of figure out just exactly how I did that. Then we come down and I used iron bars to get the very thin kind of rope effect, and then we used fences and a slab. Now the fences are the kind of hardest thing about this. You need to place a block down and then place the fence on top like that and open it that way, okay, so towards the slab, and then knock the other block out. That's how you kind of do that. And then placing a slab, you can just shift click it on there like that, and that is the swing set. You could add a few of those. You could bring this down another block maybe as well if you kind of think that this is maybe a little high, but there you go. That is a swing set. Next we have a seesaw, and this is really quite simple. You can see I kind of went up in twos, slabs like that, and then right in the middle I just put 2 stairs. So very simple. Again, if I pause that, you should be easily be able to work that out and copy that. So there we have a little seesaw. Now next up we have a roundabout kind of merry-go-round thing, you know, one of those things that you spin around and you held on for dear life, and then you probably got a bit dizzy once you got off. They were a lot of fun. Now this is entirely made out of slabs, and you can see I've got one slab in the middle that you kind of put on, you build up out, and like that, and then you just go out by 2 and kind of fill this in like that. So in the middle you can see, which is another reason why I kind of made it a bit more colorful, you have a 3x3 area with then another 3 on the outside like so, and then fences in the middle. And again, a pretty simple little build, but I think pretty effective. I think that's a really nice little merry-go-round thing. And then last we have a climbing frame with, like, you know, one of those rope things that you used to be able to climb on. Now getting on here is a bit of a hassle, so you might want to put something down here like that, because once you're on a fence, you can actually climb up. So just think about that. And the way I kind of did this is, you can see a 3x3 area here, and a tower just made out of logs and some slabs on the top. Very simple yet again. And then you just kind of come down, you kind of zigzag your way down like that. You keep kind of going under like that, so you kind of just do 2s all the way down. And what I did is I kind of made it a bit bigger coming towards the bottom. You can see I kind of, first 2 are just 3, and then 5, and then 7. So that's a very few simple ideas for a children's, and of course make sure to subscribe.
Okay, so seterusnya saya kongsikan bagaimana buat ubat-ubatan dalam dapat tengok tak? Okay.
In a few other videos on how to get education edition inside of your game, so I'm not going to be focusing on that in this video. I'm just going to literally focus on the actual medicine itself. So let's go ahead and get started. So literally all you need to make any of this medicine inside of the game is a brewing stand, and that is it. You're not going to need the lab table, you're not going to need the compound cleaner, you're not going to need any of that. You're literally going to need just the brewing stand, and obviously you're going to need some of the elements. So let's go ahead and pull stuff out of the chest. So first off, you're going to need awkward potions. This is basic vanilla stuff, as most of you guys are probably already aware. Just a water bottle and nether wart, so that's not really anything too special. But you are going to need these 4 elements in order to make 4 completely different types of medicine. You're going to need silver, you're going to need cobalt, you're going to need calcium, and you're going to need bismuth. So let's go ahead and start brewing this. So let's go ahead and throw in our first awkward potion and throw in our silver. Now what the silver is going to make is this right here. This is an antidote. I'm going to go over each of these different medicines one at a time. So antidote, this is for curing poison. So if I go ahead, press this button, now I've got poison, and if I go ahead and drink this antidote, this is going to give me an empty bottle back, which is kind of obvious. That's kind of how I made the medicine in the first place. But it went ahead and got rid of the poison, which is actually rather nice. So let's go ahead and make the next medicine. So we're going to throw in our awkward potion again. Now we're going to go ahead and throw in the cobalt. Now here is what the cobalt makes. The cobalt makes an elixir. So let's go ahead and move on to the next command block, which this is weakness. Now, there's not really a good example of weakness that I can do in this lab as of right now, unfortunately, but you can obviously see in the top right corner of my screen, I have the weakness status effect. If I go ahead and drink this elixir, this is going to go ahead and cure that, just like the antidote cured the poison. And this pretty much goes for the other two medicines as well, as it cures their specific ailments. So let's go ahead and make the third medicine, and we're going to need calcium for this medicine. Now, honestly, I don't really consider this as medicine so much as it is something that you just choose kind of like on a somewhat regular basis, not like everyone uses on a regular basis, but it is technically considered as medicine by the game, and this makes eye drops. And if you guys can take a wild guess as to what eye drops does, well, it actually cures blindness. So if I go ahead and press this button right here, as you can tell, I am now blind. I can't really see a whole heck of a lot. But if I go ahead and, okay, this is admittedly kind of gross. You do technically drink the eye drops, which doesn't make any sense. But there's no other way of doing it inside of the game. So let's go ahead and take the eye drops. And now we can see once again. So not too bad. And so now we're going to go ahead and make our last medicine, and this is going to require the bismuth, the last element that I have inside of my inventory. Now, what bismuth makes when it creates medicine, it creates a tonic. Now, here's what the tonic does. It cures nausea. So pretty much everyone knows that nausea, not exactly a very pleasant status effect to have. Obviously, as you can tell, it makes your vision quite distorted, and it doesn't look all too pleasing. In some cases, some people have a really hard time knowing what they're doing with nausea. I've heard some people have some like really bad IRL status effects when having nausea inside Minecraft. Don't quote me on that, but I know at least one YouTuber who does have that problem. And so the tonic, as you expect, as I already mentioned, it cures nausea. So there we go. Now I have my normal vision once again, and that is literally all there is for the actual medicine inside of Minecraft. So this is where I'm going to go ahead and end things off. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you did, make sure that like button.
Okay, so tadi video show terangkan bagaimana kita boleh membuat perubatan dalam Minecraft. Okay, so maksudnya kalau dalam shopping mall ada pusat kesihatan atau klinik, so sekiranya ada customer yang menghadapi tiga tadi ada tiga contoh. Okay, satu ialah poison, kalau terkena ada keracunan, so pusat perubatan ini dapat membekalkan ubat antidot, okay, so untuk merawati poison. Okay, kedua ialah blindness. Okay, kalau ada customer tiba-tiba terdapat nampak, okay, kehilangan kelihatan, so dalam Minecraft ni boleh hasilkan perubatan eye drop untuk merawati penyakit ini. Okay, dan ketiga ialah nausea. Kalau ada orang yang pening-pening, okay, so dia boleh ambil tonik, okay, tonik tu untuk merawati kesakitan tersebut. Okay, so inilah satu idea yang sangat baru lah. Kalau dalam shopping center boleh jaga kesihatan, okay, well-being customer, memang shopping mall itu akan sangat terkenal kan, okay, untuk dalam future. Okay, so saya teruskan SDG yang seterusnya. Okay, SDG keempat. Okay, future classroom. Okay, boleh bina future classroom dalam shopping mall, okay, learning center, science corner. Okay, seperti yang tadi saya terangkan, dalam Minecraft Education Edition, okay, pelajar boleh campurkan beberapa elemen untuk hasilkan produk yang baru. Okay, so untuk mempromosikan quality education, so pelajar boleh bina classroom atau science center dalam shopping mall tersebut. Okay, so saya playkan video ni.
So, chemistry has come to Minecraft, at least the education edition, which has a whole load of great features and is designed for teaching, using Minecraft to teach in the classroom.
Tak ada bunyi kan? Okay, sekejap.
To Minecraft, at least the education edition, which has a whole load of great features and is designed for teaching, using Minecraft to teach in the classroom. And it's been a great pleasure working with Microsoft and John Mills from iLearning UK to develop this world that shows off some of the features of the new chemistry update. So here we go. One of my favorite, the main thing is that we've got these 4 new sort of tables in Minecraft. We'll start with this one. This is the element constructor. Now, all you do is you add together the right number of protons, electrons, and neutrons, and you can make elements. The nice thing about it as well is that you can create isotopes as well. So there we go. We can add a neutron and make deuterium. You can, of course, make any element you like by adding together the right number of electrons and protons.
Okay, cikgu boleh terangkan konsep kimia dalam Minecraft. Okay, kerana atom dibina daripada proton, neutron dan elektron. So di sini dalam Minecraft Education, okay, so memang model ini merupakan model yang pelajar learn from the chemistry. Okay, so sini ada proton dengan neutron dalam nukleus, okay, dan elektron mengeliling orbit di luar.
There we go. Right. What else should we make? There we go. How about some nitrogen? Right. There we go. There's another really nice way you can access any of the a whole load of elements as well, and that's by using this device here, which is the material reducer. So if you take a block from Minecraft, so some of the basic building blocks, for example, we can get some dirt, let's get some wood or some ores. How about some iron ore? There we go. And you drop those blocks then into the material reducer, you get an approximate elemental composition of those.
Okay, so untuk fungsi material reducer ini, okay, kita masukkan produk itu, kita akan nampak ia dibina daripada apa elemen. Okay, so kita dapat ajar pada pelajar, okay, actually benda ini okay, dihasilkan daripada beberapa elemen yang ditunjukkan di sini.
Blocks, right. So we've got some iron there. Let's get the nitrogen. That might be handy in a minute. And calcium. Excellent. Right. Now we can also add let's put wood in, for example, and there we go. We get carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen out. Let's grab the carbon and the oxygen. Right, now you can also, we're going to need some, you can also, if you prefer, if you're in the creative mode, you can just grab all the elements you need from down here as well, but they're all there. All of them are nicely updated. So we've got the latest additions to the periodic table down here. Look, guess what that is? Benzene, of course. Right, now we've got here also a lab table, so we can add some of the chemicals together to make new stuff there as well. Oh, actually, let's nip back over here and let's make some.
Okay, ini adalah compound creator. Okay, kita tambahkan beberapa elemen. Okay, dia akan jadi compound. Okay, seterusnya ada lab table. Okay, crafting table.
That's quite neat. There we go. Oh, now we've got a fire burning. We're going to have to put out the. They should be there either. And here's an example as well. Something else we built is a periodic table.
Okay, dan periodic table. Okay, periodic table ini sangat menarik. Kalau shopping mall ada periodic table sebagai hiasan. Okay, so pelajar, customer semasa shopping, mereka pun dapat menimba ilmu chemistry. Okay, so kalau shopping mall ada learning center seperti ini, memang akan dikunjungi ramai. Ibu bapa pun suka bawa anak-anak mengunjungi shopping mall tersebut.
And attaching them to pigs. That's quite funny to see what happens there, and so on. You've also got coloured torches, again following sort of the flame tests, and so on. So there we go. Quick tour of the stuff that you can find in the new chemistry update for Minecraft Education.
Okay. Okay, so kita teruskan SDG yang seterusnya. Okay, clean water and sanitation. Okay, so biasanya kita terfikir tentang clean water sanitation ada bahagian waste management, okay, macam indah water, okay, bagaimana indah water dapat purify water, okay, atau bersihkan air yang kotor, okay, atau auto flushing system dalam tandas, okay, so ini adalah elemen dalam futuristic, dalam future. Okay, so bagaimana kita boleh buat auto flushing system? Kalau ada objek jatuh, okay, dalam let's say satu area, bagaimana air itu tersebut akan keluar secara automatik? Okay, kita boleh pakai redstone. Okay, dalam Minecraft ada redstone system. Okay, dia akan sebagai switch. Okay, automatic switch. Okay, sekarang saya sharekan video yang dibuat oleh pelajar saya. Okay, dia akan memperkenalkan redstone system. Okay, redstone system ini banyak kegunaannya. Kerana redstone sebagai sumber elektrik. Okay, dia merupakan macam switch. Kalau kita on kan, akan power on. Okay, semua peralatan elektrik. Okay, so let me share the video.
Redstone components and how they work. So as you can see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 basic components that are quite often used in Minecraft redstone system. And on the other side of the wall, these are the more advanced components that, if I have time, I will show you some very cool contraptions that you can make with all this. So now, let me set
the time today. So, okay. So the first one is this item, and it's called the redstone dust. As you can see, redstone dust. So what it does is, you can imagine that redstone dust is like a wire. Your house is powered by electricity, and electrical appliances like your computer, fan, lamps are connected to a wire. And in Minecraft, the wire is called redstone dust. So I'm just going to place like a row of redstone dust, and yeah, this is the wire. You can see that the redstone dust is dark red in color because it has not been powered. To power the redstone dust, we simply take this item called the redstone torch and place it on the end. When I place the redstone torch, you can see that the redstone dust lights up. It becomes yellow red or lighter red. If I break this block, it becomes darker red again. This means that the redstone dust is light up, or you can say that the wire has electricity running through them. Now, another thing that can light up or power this wire is this thing called the redstone block. Now, same as before, just place it on the side, on the end, and it will power up the redstone. So now you might ask, what's the difference between the block and a torch? Both of them can power the redstone wire. Then what's the difference between the two? So I think the difference between both of them is that the redstone torch can be turned off, but the redstone block cannot be turned off. Okay, let me repeat. The redstone torch can be turned off, which means now you see that there's the light, red light on the tip of the stick. It can actually be turned off. Okay, so now I will show you how do I do that. I'm just going to take a block and, okay. So to turn this redstone torch off, first you have to power up the block that this redstone torch is on. For now, this redstone torch is standing on the iron block. So to turn this redstone torch off, we have to power up this iron block once again. And to do that, we can connect the wire that has already been powered up to the block. So the redstone torch has been turned off, as you can see. Okay, let me repeat that again. To turn off the redstone torch, just power up the block that the redstone torch is on. To do that, we can connect the wire to the block. And there you go. Okay, so now, what other components to go? Okay, so this one is called the redstone repeater. And what does this repeater do? Okay, so when you place the redstone dust like this, and then you power up the redstone dust from the end, you can see that the intensity of the color decreases over the length. This redstone dust is very far from this block, so the energy that it contains is very, very weak. So if we continue to place some more redstone dust, you can see that these redstone dust are not powered up, even though they are connected to the wire that has been powered up. And to extend the strength of the energy, we can use this redstone repeater thing. So just replace the redstone dust with the redstone repeater, and there you go. The strength will be extended, and you can do this forever, and you'll power up the rest of the redstone dust. And when you right click on this redstone repeater, you can see that there are two torches on this redstone repeater. When I right click, the one on the back will move back by 1 pixel. If I press it again, right click again, it will move back, and then again. And if I now right click once again, it will pop back up to the front. So what does this mean? So basically, if you put a series of repeater like this, and you turn all of them to the furthest back behind over here, You can see that when I will do this again. When I power up this redstone repeater, the energy will get transmitted from this repeater over here, very slowly. You can see that the repeater lights up one by one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I put this thing to the front by right-clicking it, the redstone signal will be transmitted one-to-one very quickly. See the difference? Let me do it again. So this one is the fastest setup. So if I power up the repeater, and now I try the slower setup.
Okay, so konsep redstone ini sangat penting, okay, kerana dalam pembinaan bangunan futuristik kita perlu menggunakan electricity. Okay, so sekarang saya teruskan dengan yang sanitization the water, okay, tentang bagaimana kita buatkan automatic flushing system.
Let me set the time today again. And take water bucket from the inventory and place it on the bottom, on the behind, on the back. Okay. So you can see that the block has been pushed towards this iron block, but these items cannot travel into here, this drain, because the water is not long enough to push all of this block into here. So what you can do is to replace this iron block by using ice blocks, because ice blocks are slippery and this item can slip past the ice block into the drainage system. So just use this pack ice, and I'm going to replace the iron block with the pack ice. Okay, so now when I drop items, or you can say trash, onto this water, the item will flow directly over here. You can see that the block slipped because of the ice block, and now we can place one more water bucket to flush the items into this hole. And now I want to power this system by using redstone, which means I want to flick a lever and all of the water will be turned off, and I want to flick the lever again so that all the water will be flowing and flushing all the items into here. So how do we do that? We do that by using a component called a sticky piston. So you can see that this sticky piston has like a brown color side on the top and black and gray on the side, on the bottom part. When this sticky piston is powered on, this brown part will extend forward. So you can see that it's powered by the block. If I break the block, this will retract it back. If I place it again, it will extend. So you can see that there are like green slimy substance on the top. This is actually a slime which is sticky. So which means if I place a block on top of the piston, I turn off the piston and this block will be pulled back. And if I power it on, it will be pushed upwards and pulled back. So by using this principle, we can push all of this iron block down to block the water system. So to do that, we simply build the I'm just going to take away the water first. And I am going to place a row of sticky piston on so that the side or the sticky side is stick on the iron block. Notice that I'm placing by pressing shift to crouch and looking up like this instead of flying and placing it like this, because the sticky side will always face where you place the block. If I fly it up and I place the block, this sticky side will face me. If I put fly like this, and this sticky side will always face to me. So I want to make sure that the sticky side always face towards the block by simply looking up, crouching, and place the block. Sticky piston and okay. So now we can turn on and off the sticky piston by running electricity or power through them. To do that, we simply use the redstone dust as mentioned before. And we just need to power up the redstone dust. Let's use a lever for this. Okay, so now you can see that we have a problem. Only 2 of the pistons have been powered. The rest have not, because the strength of the redstone dust cannot transmit through the entire redstone dust because it's too long. And to do that, to fix that, as mentioned before, we can use the redstone repeater to extend the strength of the redstone dust. So now all of the piston has been powered and the block has been pushed downwards. When I flick the lever again, everything will be pulled upwards. Now I can pour some water on here. And I will turn this off. I can throw some trash and items over here. When I flick the lever on, the water will flush all the items into the hole. So there we go. Let's do this one more time. So now I'll throw some items on the platform. When I flick this lever off, the electric supply will be cut off and this piston will retract and pull the iron block up so that the water can escape and flush all the items into the drainage system. Okay, so now let's move to the last one, which is
okay. So tadi tunjukkan bagaimana kita buat sistem pengairan. Okay. Okay, seterusnya apakah SDG yang dicadangkan untuk membina pusat membeli belah yang sustainable? Okay, so okay, yang ni memang item kriteria yang sangat penting. Okay, SDG ke-7, affordable and clean energy. Okay, kalau kita fikirkan affordable and clean energy, memang kita akan terfikir solar panel. Okay, so bagaimana boleh buat solar panel dalam Minecraft? Okay, atau buat wind turbine dalam Minecraft? Okay, so okay, kita tonton bersama. Okay, seterusnya satu lagi. Clean energy.
When you're down in a cave, how do you know what time it is up above? The clock, so old-fashioned. We're going to talk about daylight sensors. Hello and welcome to OMG Craft. I'm your host, OMG Chad. Today we're going to be looking at daylight sensors, one of the interesting redstone blocks that uses analog redstone. It's a very here I have the acacia wood, I think it's acacia, and that also makes a daylight sensor as well. Here's what they look like on the ground, and you can hook up some redstone to them and they will show you what time of day it is. I've decided, see how the sun isn't moving, just the clouds. I have turned the daylight so it doesn't just change on me. This is its maximum setting of 15 blocks away. You can see this one doesn't have any particles on it at the 16th block. You could put a repeater here and then repeat the signal if you needed to. But 15 blocks is the maximum distance of the daylight sensor. You can change, let's do time set, and let's change this to 5,000. You can see that it'll go down. It will go down at 4,000. There we go, and we lost one block. This is kind of like a curve. This isn't just a perfect straight line between the morning and the afternoon. That was down to 3,000, and we can bring this down to 2,000. So we will start losing more and more blocks faster and faster as we get down to earlier in the day. So we just lost 2 right there. We could go to 500, which is only half, which we were doing steps of 1,000 before. I mean, if we go all the way down to set time 0, whoop, we're over here, and it's starting to get pretty dark. So we're going to go ahead and set that back up to high noon, and that was at 6,000. There we go, and it's all the way up. Now, what could you use this daylight sensor for? Well, other than sensing daylight, it's really not good for anything, because if we go ahead and set this back down very far, actually, let's set the time for night. Time set night. You can see that there's very few right here. The sun is still maybe visible. Let's go ahead and set that to 18,000. There we go.
Okay, so daylight sensor ini boleh dijadikan sebagai solar panel. Okay, kalau ada cahaya nanti akan hasilkan electricity dengan menggunakan redstone system. Okay, so tadi ada terangkan kalau guna redstone system, okay, tidak boleh lebihi 15 blok. Okay, kerana electricity akan jadi lemah. Okay, so kita perlu gunakan repeater. Okay, setiap 15 blok kita guna repeater untuk kuatkan electricity. Okay. Okay, kita teruskan lagi dengan SDG. Boleh nampak tak? Okay, saya sharekan sekali lagi. Okay, so untuk SDG 12 dengan 13, okay, actually akan interrupt dalam integrasikan dalam SDG yang sebelum tu. Okay, di sini saya kongsikan okay, bagaimana SDG ini integrasi dengan SDG yang lain. Okay, actually semua SDG ni mereka saling kait-mengait. Okay, that's why saya nasihat kepada pelajar jangan hanya buat 1-2 SDG. Okay, sebab satu elemen tu mungkin boleh terangkan dengan beberapa SDG. Okay.
Okay, everybody, welcome back to Sustainability City. Today we're looking at part 2. So we're going into lessons, biomes and worlds, featured worlds, Sustainability City, create world, which will take us back into the start of Sustainability City. Now, in the second lesson, we're going to be looking at water usage. So we're going to be exploring how wastewater gets from home to the water treatment plant, understand that biosolids are used in composting, and learn how outflow is treated in order to go back to the city system. We're going to be looking at some examples of outflow. Let's head forward to the teacher and get started. Lesson number 2. So our little particle sparkle things are in the right place. Right, let's kind of zoom through this so you can see where to go. We're going to look at where does outflow go once it goes down the drain, and all those kind of things. Now, if you were with us for the first part of this, you will know that this is a 6-part lesson plan. Now, this one is a lot shorter than the last one. The first one was about food production, outflow reclamation, and you need to talk to the various different NPCs, make your way through this level. Now, I advise, in terms of a lesson plan for this, get your students to play through the level, get them to read all of these very carefully from the different characters, and then a flow diagram or something like that's really good, demonstrating understanding of the different ways that water is treated and how it gets around the processing stages. So we're also looking at how can water be treated and reused. Removing these large materials first is essential so that pumps and pipes are not damaged and clogged during the later process. So as you can see, we're speaking to these different characters, and in the background here, we're looking at the different levels of treatment. So this is a weir that the water pops over the top, and the low wall only lets water trickle over. So it's another processing point. Then natural water is wasted in biomes and grow, eat, and multiply. And at each stage along here in the background, you can see the water is getting clearer. So each one of these characters your students talk to is going to give you a few different keywords. And do remember that you can use the immersive reader for this. So I'll give you a little example of the immersive reader. You can actually get your students to click play on these, and it will read it out to you, make things a little bit easier for some of your students, okay? Making our way through, talking about disinfection, stage where the water gets disinfected to get rid of disease and bacteria and so on. Following the sparkles, pretty simple. Let's sprint this bit. Okay, irrigation. So the water is then transported to the farm. And then here we've got a large reservoir where the water is returned to the water system. We want to produce clean water that is safe to return to the environment. So there's a big reservoir lake thing. And a dam over here, which is probably, I'd assume, used in a lesson later on about power and energy and so on. Some pretty cool features up there that the guys at Minecraft Education have put together. It's pretty cool. So at this point, we turn around. So if your students get a little bit lost there, tell them to turn around. We go over to biosolids. Now, biosolids, and you'll find this with a lot of these parts, we visited the biosolids part in our food processing section from the first lesson. And again, here, we can look at the biosolids, we can talk to the NPCs, and then we can head back. So that was the fertilizer treatment place. And again, each of these characters will give you keywords so that when the students make their flow diagrams in PowerPoint or whatever you want them to use, they can demonstrate their understanding by going here. Have you completed your lesson? I can take you back to the town. Yes. So then, lesson completed. So a much shorter one than last time. Your students can hopefully whiz through maybe lesson 2 and 3 in one go. Flow is important before reusing it, understand, and seeing if they've got any answers.
Okay, So video tadi menerangkan satu keadaan futuristik, city yang future. So actually semua konsep ini boleh diaplikasikan dalam pusat membeli bela. So kita teruskan dengan SDG yang last. So untuk SDG 14 dan 15, dua-dua ini pun berkaitan, iaitu life below water and life on land. So semua pelajar yang main Minecraft pun tahu kita boleh spawn animals, underwater animals, atau haiwan atas on the land. So actually dua SDG ini boleh buat bersama-sama. Contoh yang telah saya bagikan ialah buat aquarium. So sebagai satu pusat rekreasi, taman rekreasi, atau boleh buat satu mini zoo, mini zoo untuk mewakili SDG ke-15, life on land. So YouTube ni akan tunjukkan bagaimana untuk bina mini zoo. So I think semua video-video yang dapat diperoleh dari YouTube memang senang dicapai. Walaupun saya tunjukkan beberapa contoh, tetapi actually ada banyak lagi video yang berkaitan dengan Minecraft Education Edition yang boleh memenuhi SDG. So di sini saya berhentikan dulu dengan SDG. Saya ingin membuat contoh bagaimana untuk merekod permainan Minecraft. So sebab untuk pertandingan ini pelajar perlu record video. Dan let me see the rules. Sebab objektif utama pada hari ini ialah masuk pertandingan Minecraft Education Challenge ini kan. So kalau tekan di sini untuk penghantaran, so di borang penyertaan ini, pelajar dikehendaki untuk upload video. Sini. Sediakan ciptaan dunia Minecraft dengan menggunakan dunia block of grass. So semasa pelajar membina, boleh terus record video, kemudian baru edit. Sebab kalau dalam video itu ada menunjukkan proses pembinaan, memang akan dapat macam ada markah lah sebab tunjukkan ini memang kerja asli, karya asli dari pelajar, bukan import daripada binaan yang sedia ada. So semasa buat pembinaan terus record. So di sini aplikasi yang dicadangkan ialah Flipgrid oleh Microsoft. So that's why dalam langkah kedua ini lo masuk ke dalam Microsoft Flip untuk menghasilkan video yang tidak melebihi 3 minit. So saya faham bahawa kalau sekaligus one shot untuk record 3 minit memang kesan dia tak berapa bagus. That's why pelajar boleh record beberapa klip, lepas tu baru edit video klip tersebut. Yang paling susah itu ialah record screen. Semasa bermain bagaimana untuk record screen. Untuk beberapa macam window based punya laptop boleh pakai aplikasi Xbox. Kalau untuk MacBook memang ada aplikasi yang bina dalam built-in screen recorder. Tapi sini saya akan tunjukkan bagaimana menggunakan Microsoft Flip. Sebab sekarang saya guna MacBook, feature dia tak berapa boleh capai, so saya izinkan saya untuk tukar laptop. Saya stop sharing dulu. Saya tukar laptop saya. Pelajar-pelajar boleh masuk ke website ini. Atau kalau Google search. Okay, so search. Okay, sebab ini produk Microsoft. Flipgrid. Okay, boleh tekan ni Flipgrid atau Flip. Okay, so sini info ini sign in Flipgrid. Okay, tekan ni sign in Flipgrid. Okay, boleh terus continue with Google. Okay, pilih Google account. Okay, ini account saya sebab saya memang sudah register. So untuk pelajar yang first time guna Flipgrid ni, okay, perlu register di website ini. Okay, actually sangat senang, hanya linkkan account Google okay, dengan Flip. Okay, so ini yang telah saya cipta. So bagaimana kita nak record video? Okay, kalau lihat di sebelah kiri, okay, ada kamera dengan my video. Terus saya tekan kamera. Okay, so akan keluar okay, kamera laptop. Okay, ini untuk record kalau pelajar ingin membuat penjelasan. Okay, kalau nak record screen, perlu pergi ke sebelah kanan. Okay, atas ada more option. Okay, ada nampak sini record screen. Okay, tekan record screen. Okay, so dia akan tanya select a screen to record. Okay, so tekan ni. Okay, so akan beri beberapa option. Sama ada ingin record dalam Chrome tab, okay, record window, okay, atau entire screen. Okay, so dalam kalau pelajar buka Minecraft, okay, memang dia akan keluar di bahagian window. Okay, let me open my Minecraft apps. Okay, komputer ini lambat sikit. Okay, sekarang Minecraft tengah loading. Okay, so saya assume Minecraft telah dapat buka dan login. So masa kita masuk ke Flipgrid ini, okay, kita pilih Minecraft Education, okay, di bahagian window. Okay, nampak tak? Ada beberapa tab di sini. Okay, tekan window, okay, pilih Minecraft Education Edition. Okay, patutnya pelajar sudah masuk dalam Minecraft, okay, dan telah ada dunia yang ingin di-record. Okay, tekan Minecraft dan lepas tu tekan share. Okay, so sekarang Flipgrid sedang record screen dalam Minecraft. Okay, so di bawah, bahagian bawah boleh nampak. Okay, flipgrid.com is sharing a window. Okay, maksudnya apa pergerakan dalam Minecraft, okay, akan record. Okay, kalau sudah mau off-kan, stop recording. Okay, so tekan sini, stop sharing. Sorry, salah. Saya telah stop sharing screen. Saya ingin actually mau stop recording. Okay, let me share my screen again. Okay, so ini Flipgrid yang telah record Minecraft. Okay, so boleh nampak tadi saya recordkan Minecraft saya. Okay, so inilah paparan, okay, yang tadi saya record. Okay, so actually boleh buat beberapa klip. Okay, contohnya record mungkin dalam 1 minit. Okay, boleh stop recording, teruskan pembinaan, okay, record lagi. Okay, so tambah, tekan tambah. Okay, add another clip. Okay, add another clip. Okay. Sekiranya murid hanya rekod setelah binaan. Okay, sebab kalau ada tunjukkan proses pembinaan memang ada advantage dia lah. Okay, so kalau sudah siap hanya rekodkan bahagian yang akhir projek, no problem juga. Okay, maka pun akan berikan. Okay, no worries. Okay. Okay. So saya lepas sudah di record, sudah siap. Okay, so bagaimana untuk upload? Okay, saya balik kepada Flipgrid. Okay, contohnya bukan saja boleh record Minecraft, apa dalam screen pun boleh record. Okay, so saya sudah ada 2 klip. Okay, stop recording. Okay, so nampak di sini. Bahagian bawah boleh nampak klip yang pertama, okay, dengan klip yang kedua. Kalau rasanya klip ini tak sesuai, ingin delete, okay, boleh tengok di bahagian kiri ada delete klip. Okay, boleh deletekan klip ini. Okay, so confirm delete. Okay, so tinggal balik klip yang pertama. Okay, kalau sudah siap, kita boleh upload. Okay, kita tekan next. Okay, sebab nanti link video ini perlu dihantar ke borang penyertaan. Okay, boleh edit cover. Okay, kalau edit cover maksudnya boleh select frame. Okay, dari paparan video yang telah direkod. Okay, atau boleh uploadkan gambar yang sendiri sudah snap. Okay, contohnya. Okay, saya edit cover ini. Saya boleh take selfie. Okay, boleh snap gambar sendiri, jadikan thumbnail dia atau upload foto. Contohnya belajar ada gambar sendiri ingin jadikan front page. Okay, boleh letak di sini. Okay, so caption. Okay, boleh tuliskan tajuk, okay, atau nama. Okay, kalau sudah siap, okay, save to my profile. Okay, klik save to my profile. Okay, so sudah ada share video. Okay, klik ini, create link. Okay, so ini link yang perlu dihantar ke borang penyertaan. Okay, copy link ini. Okay, masuk ke borang penyertaan. Okay. So, ada apa soalan tentang record video? Sebab untuk penyertaan ni, pelajar perlu hantar link Flipgrid kan. So, actually kalau buat di aplikasi yang lain, okay, mungkin ada biasa pakai CapCut ke, pakai aplikasi lain, boleh siap video di luar, lepas tu upload di Flipgrid. Okay, contohnya, okay. Okay, saya sign in ke Flipgrid. Okay, so di bahagian kiri, okay, boleh tekan kamera. Okay, so bahagian kanan ada satu upload clip. Okay, so boleh pilih video yang telah dibuat. Okay, drop a video file or click to browse. Okay, dari location dalam laptop. Okay, mana-mana video file yang telah siap, okay, boleh upload di sini. Dan edit, boleh tambah perkataan ke, tambah gambar, okay, edit video di sini. Lepas tu baru save ke profile, ambilkan link tersebut. Okay. Kalau ada soalan tentang Flipgrid ini, okay, nanti boleh tanyalah, okay, selepas tu. Okay, sebab okay, masa pun lebih hampir 4:30. Okay, untuk sesi seterusnya, okay, saya ingin ambil 5 minit untuk memperkenalkan satu pertandingan yang lain. Okay, so kalau cikgu-cikgu dan pelajar telah siap projek Minecraft Challenge ini dan telah hantar sebelum due date, so ada satu lagi pertandingan Minecraft yang boleh pelajar-pelajar sertai, okay, iaitu pertandingan Heritage Immortalized Minecraft Championship, okay, yang telah dianjurkan pada tahun 2021-2022. So untuk tahun ni, okay, tahun ketiga, okay, tema telah ubah kerana last year ialah UNESCO World Heritage Site. So untuk tahun ini, okay, kita pilih tema yang lain iaitu Intangible Cultural Heritage. Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay, so ini website untuk pertandingan Minecraft yang kedua ni. Okay, dianjurkan oleh SSTP Melaka, SMJK Yokbin, okay, dan co-organizer ialah UTM, UTM dari Philippines dan dari Singapore Empire Code. Okay, so memang peserta selama 2 tahun yang lepas, okay, international students. Okay, so tema ialah Safeguarding Intangible Cultural Heritage. So tarikh tutup untuk pertandingan ini adalah pada 31 Ogos. Okay, so masih ada 1 bulan lebih lagi untuk sertai. Okay, so pertandingan ini pelajar perlu membina Intangible Cultural Heritage yang telah di-recognize, okay, diakui oleh UNESCO. Okay, so bagaimana untuk cari apakah cultural heritage yang diakui oleh UNESCO? Okay, boleh rujuk di reference ini. Okay, sini ada list. Okay, kalau lihat website ini, atas ada list. Okay, pilih browse the list. Okay, sebab untuk website ini, ada terangkan apa itu Intangible Cultural Heritage. Okay, sebelum kita lihat list itu, kita boleh ajar pelajar apa itu Intangible Cultural Heritage. Okay. Okay, kalau kita lihat list, okay, dia dikategori berdasarkan region, okay, country dan tahun. Okay, kalau kita nak cari apakah Intangible Cultural Heritage Malaysia yang di-recognize oleh UNESCO, okay, so kita boleh cari di sini, okay, country, okay, Malaysia. Okay, so di sini kita lihat songket, okay. So songket adalah satu Intangible Cultural Heritage dari Malaysia. Ni silat, dondang sayang, Mak Yong Theater. Okay, maksudnya pelajar boleh binakan culture ini dalam Minecraft. Okay, boleh buat persembahan, okay, yang menafaskan pantun, okay, atau terangkan bagaimana songket dibina, okay, proses dia atau hasil produk dia. Okay, so record video juga dalam 3 minit. Okay, kalau lihat rules ini. Okay, lepas record video, perlu hantar world yang telah dibina, okay, dan buat report di Padlet. Okay, untuk Minecraft Challenge, shopping mall pun perlu ada laporan. Okay, so untuk Minecraft Heritage Immortalized, laporan tu perlu dibuat di Padlet. Okay, bukan di PowerPoint tapi di Padlet. Okay, dan ini adalah kriteria. Okay, judging criteria. Okay, perlu hantar Minecraft World yang telah dibina kerana hakim dia akan membuat penjuruan dalam Minecraft World. Okay, dan hantar video. Video paling banyak markah lah 50%. Okay, selepas itu, okay, submit ke Google Form. Okay, ada satu bahagiannya lah popularity 10 markah. Okay, selepas pelajar submit projek dia, okay, penganjur akan upload video tersebut, okay, di YouTube channel. Okay, so nanti pelajar boleh sharekan YouTube link itu kepada kawan-kawan, okay, untuk mendapatkan like. Okay, bilangan like yang terbanyak akan dapat markah penuh 10 markah. Okay, kalau nak rujuk apakah projek last year, okay, atau tahun 2021 yang telah memenangi competition ini, okay, so boleh rujuk di sini. Okay, Heritage Immortalized 2021 atau 2022. Okay, contohnya saya klikkan Heritage Immortalized untuk senior kategori, okay, pada tahun lepas. Okay, sini ada semua video yang dihantar oleh peserta. Okay, so untuk tahun ni nanti pun akan ada list. Okay, kalau dapatkan list, okay, sharekan link. Okay, share link ni kepada kawan-kawan untuk dapatkan like. Okay, contohnya untuk video ini like dia 18. Okay. So, untuk website ni semua maklumat boleh rujuk dari sini. Ada junior kategori untuk sekolah rendah, okay, senior untuk sekolah menengah. Okay, cikgu pun boleh masuk dalam super senior, okay, atau university student, college student, okay, boleh masuk super senior. Okay, so ini hadiah yang dimenangi, boleh dimenangi. Okay, untuk first prize, second prize, third prize, okay, boleh dapat t-shirt Heritage Immortalized, okay, medal dan e-certificate. So, kita bagi medal sehingga tempat ke-20. Okay. Ada apa pertanyaan? Okay, so I think my sharing until here. Okay, itu saja. Terima kasih.
Okey, majlis mengucapkan ribuan terima kasih kepada Cikgu Pang di atas perkongsian yang amat bermakna. Okey, saya harapkan semoga perkongsian ini nanti menjadi apa orang kata garis panduan kepada semua guru-guru pembimbing dalam menghasilkan Minecraft dalam pertandingan tersebutlah. Okey, apa yang dapat saya simpulkan daripada apa yang Cikgu Pang terangkan tadi, yang pertama adalah tips SDG dalam membina Minecraft World. Maknanya kita tak bina world kita tu macam ikut suka hati kita je. Tak, sebenarnya ada tips-tipsnya. Okey. Dan tadi Cikgu Pang telah senaraikan ada lebih kurang lebih daripada 10 jenis SDG. Okey. Okey, yang kedua pula kita dapat tahu bagaimana kita nak rakam video Minecraft yang dah kita bina tu menggunakan flip grids. Okey. Dan yang terakhir seperti yang Cikgu Pang promokan tadi adalah pertandingan Heritage Immortalized Minecraft Championship 2023. Jadi saya harapkanlah kita dah dapat ID Minecraft yang dibekalkan oleh pihak BSTP. Jadi kita manfaatkan sepenuhnya. Okey. Bukan itu saja, sebenarnya kita mengajar pelajar kita bagaimana melaksanakan coding di mana benda tu dapat dimanfaatkan apabila pelajar-pelajar tersebut menjawab soalan DCS nanti. Kita bukan saja masuk pertandingan tapi nanti kita akan gunakan pengetahuan pelajar tersebut dalam menjawab soalan DCS yang akan datang. Okey. seterusnya. Okey, kepada semua guru pembimbing yang bersama pada petang ini, di sini ada dipaparkan borang maklum balas. Okey, jadi saya bagi pihak unit sumber teknologi pendidikan PPD Alor Gajah mohon jasa cikgu mengisi borang maklum balas. Di sini kami orang kata daripada maklum balas tersebut kita boleh perbaiki lagi lah. Okey, di masa-masa akan datang apabila dianjurkan bimbingan secara berkelompok seperti ini. Okey. Cikgu-cikgu juga saya rasa telah dikongsikan juga link kehadiran yang akan didaftarkan dalam SPL KPM nanti. Okey, saya harap cikgu-cikgu jangan lupa isi 2 link di situ. Satu link bagi maklum balas dan kedua adalah link kehadiran untuk kami pihak USTP masukkan sebagai satu bengkel lah dalam SPL KPM. Okey. Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, cikgu-cikgu sekalian dan mungkin ada pelajar-pelajar juga. Okey, saya Puan Faiza binti Ali selaku moderator pada petang ini mengucapkan ribuan terima kasih kepada Cikgu Pang dan kepada semua guru-guru yang berada secara dalam talian pada petang ini. Semoga kita akan bertemu lagi di lain masa. Mungkin lepas ni kita akan berkolaborasi lagi dengan Cikgu Pang untuk sesi-sesi seterusnya. Okey, untuk itu saya ucapkan ribuan terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you.
Terima kasih Cikgu Pang.
Okay, see you.
Terima kasih cikgu. Terima kasih semua.